Oh, good evening, everyone. I'm actually going to leave that light on. You can leave your light on. Good evening. I never start my vlogs in the evening, and I've really realised that I need to start living a little when it comes to my vlogs and just not overthinking things. I have this weird thing where I'm like, must be started at the beginning of a fresh day, must have enough content from one singular day for it to make a good vlog. And I need to take a chill pill, and I just need to give it, like, you know, just give it some free rein, because not every day needs to be the same. Also, this is a highly unflattering position for me. I'm about to get ready to go for bed, but I've realised that I need to plan my outfit for tomorrow. I'm heading into London because it is hair refresh. No, it's not even hair refresh. I feel like tomorrow is going to be the beginning of hair transformation day, although I probably shouldn't speak too soon on this because I'm such a play it safe person. But I feel like I want a bit of a refresh and a change with my hair. I feel like I want a bit more of like a sort of brondy colour to my hair for autumn. I don't want to go like ashy dark. I want it to be quite like goldy and caramelly. I also think I want to get some kind of like, this is not going to do it justice, but like curtain bangs when I get my hair cut, but my haircut isn't till next week. So yeah, I think it's going to be a hair transformation. I'm going to egg it up like it's going to be a hair transformation. I haven't decided on what I've got a few like inspo imagery and I've sent them over to Imi, and he's gone, well, those are two very different things. And I'm like, great. I love that that's not confusing at all. If you don't know, Imi does my hair in London, and yeah, we're just kind of like, I want to get something a little bit more like soft and easier to upkeep, because with the blonde I'll have like a gloss put on it and it'll look really lovely, but the gloss when the gloss fades, it sort of goes quite like bleachy, and I want a little bit more, not something so high maintenance, I think. So that is the plan of action for tomorrow. I'm also going to see Jacqueline. I also have a fitting for a very, very exciting, you know, those events that go on and you're like, that is one of those things that's like, if I got to go to one of this, I don't want to jinx it, but it's one of those events that's like, you just can't get an invite, and I can't believe I'm going. I can't. And so instantly I knew the kind of outfit that I wanted to wear. I wanted it to be quite different to what I've worn previously for events. So I've got a fitting at Sassy Holford, which basically Sassy is just my dream. I like see her beautiful dresses and I'm like, I see a way that we can incorporate this into something that's like not bridal, and she just fulfills my dreams, and I can't quite thank her enough for it. She's the most wonderful human, and I feel so lucky that I get to do this. So tomorrow's a very, very lovely day, I have to say, and it does rhyme. So I was going to take you upstairs and unbox an order. I did an order from Theory, and I just thought I'd unbox it with you. I don't need to unbox it with you, but I really like the sort of cleanliness of Theory, so I often get a lot of basics. And when I saw the stuff that's in this box in this colour, I was like, yeah, I really do. I would like to try that. And I spent quite a bit. So I thought, let's go upstairs, let's open the box, let's see how we get on. My husband is texting me. I'm teasing him because I'm not sending him the pictures of the beams downstairs. So anyway, sorry, I'm just responding to a text message from my husband because we've just been invited somewhere very, very lovely. Let's go upstairs. It's too late, I should be in bed. I'm doing the best I can with the tools I have on offer. Theory is a brand that I really, really like to shop at for like clean cut, very sort of minimalist basics. And what do we have? Oh, okay, interesting. So I've ordered some trousers, but actually these are not right at all. These are these the ones that they said? Cinder Melange. Okay, so anyway, I live in these tops, these little silky tops from Theory. I've got so many different colours. I've got green, I've got like a sort of pearly ivory, I've got black, and I noticed that they brought out some new autumn colourways, and I really, really loved this. So this is the colour Cinder, and then I ordered some trousers that I hoped would sort of go with them. So those are those. Did I order these? I don't believe I ordered these, or did I accidentally order the trousers that I got? I think I accidentally ordered a pair of trousers I actually already have. Don't ask me how I've done that. However, what is in this box? Because we have 2 boxes, just in case there's anything that I might wear. Because I have to tell you, dressing at the moment is very difficult. In the grand scheme of things that are not very difficult, because the weather is all over the place. If you haven't noticed, in England, it's all over the place. Today it was torrential rain when I left the house, and by the time I came out of my meeting with Karen Millen, the sun was out and I was wearing a coat. And so you're just a bit like, how on earth do I even dress for this? Pardon me whilst I wrestle with this box. Ugh. We've ripped the box is ripped. I just think that sellotape is just unnecessary. Like, it's not, this isn't like a serious substance in here. It's just some clothes. I don't think you need bloody sellotape like that. Aha, okay, so this was the stuff that I was very excited about. So this is their new colour, which is called Hickory. And it's like a sort of deep chocolate colour, and I've bought a few different types of trousers. Now these are a stretch waist trouser. I am going to try these on, which I doubt I'll get on very well with. Oh, and I went for a slightly longer oh, these are really nice. I like those. And then I also treated myself to some little t-shirts, just as sort of layering pieces. Now this was supposed to be Hickory, but I don't think that, no, this is Cinder. They didn't have Hickory. But yes, so I bought a few little basics, like basic t-shirts, basic silk camis, just as outfits that I really like, because I love wearing like one colour outfits. And I just think, for me, it's like a really nice way of dressing. But then also I do like being a little bit maximalist every now and again too. Anyway, I'm gonna try these trousers on because they look really nice. Last night was one of those times where a culmination of a number of things meant I had a little bit of a rotten night. To put it, I don't know, to put it that way. And I've realised yet again, so I have these turning points in my life. My last turning point was at the beginning of the year when I realised I have to do something about my time of the month. And I'm very much nearly at that time of the month. But I had another run-in with a very, very large spider last night. And it was all kinds of things coming together to make it one of the most difficult ones in terms of me not being able to do anything, me having to call someone to come and help me, which feels, it feels very uncomfortable for me to have to rely on someone to help me out of the goodness of their heart. I'm the type of person that, like, I have people that work for me and that do things that I can't, but they are like here by choice and are, what's the word, like paid and that kind of thing. When it's something like that, when my husband's not here, I really struggle because, first of all, one thing I haven't told you is my dad's been in and out of surgery recently. My mum lives a long time away and I couldn't ask her to drive in the dark. And that's it. My brother lives miles away, he's got 3 kids, everyone's got lives, and so it's at that moment where you're very alone and you realise how debilitating your phobia has actually become, and I've got to do something about it. I have to do something about it. I can't live like this anymore. It actually makes me want to cry now because I find it so difficult and so, like, frustrating, I think, more than anything, because I like to think of myself as someone that I'm quite an independent person, and if I can't do something, I will either learn, I will either pay someone to teach me, or I will happily employ someone that is better at that task than I am to fulfill it. And you can't really employ someone as a professional spider catcher because you never know when you're going to need them. What is up with his hair as well? And so it's definitely one of those things that is why it was in our wedding vows that it was going to be, that Ali was going to devote his life to getting spiders for me. And unfortunately that can't be done when he's not here. And so yes, it was one of those nights where it's like a very cold, hard moment of like, okay, it's time to see some like hypnotherapy or something like that and make some changes. Speaking of transformation, and not the transformation that you've just seen of me from partial makeup to me with hair and makeup done, I am going to see Imi today to have my hair done. I am wanting to go sort of like quite goldy, sort of brondy style, less sort of blonde in this way, but keeping the brightness, like a brighter shade, but not like as blonde as this, I think. So we're gonna see. I've got a few reference images that we're gonna go through with him. I would have loved to have got my hair cut on the same day. I'm actually having my hair cut on Monday, but I might see if he fancies doing some like curtain bangs for me. But yes, so it's a day of fittings, a little bit of pampering, and then also seeing Jacqueline this evening because we just always regularly catch up together, which is really good. I'm gonna get myself dressed and ready for the day and head to London with you. It's almost a bit sunny now. Okay, so outfit of the day for London. I have made a decision actually. I was gonna either wear a blazer or this Purdy trench, and it's supposed to rain today, so I thought this would be a good option. I also have my baby cashmere blanket from Laura Hamnet Interiors. I always said that this was going to be a scarf for me, and I feel like this is like the drapiest cashmere, and I feel like there's something very like nonchalant about drapey cashmere that I just think draping this over the top, sort of like this, and it means that I've got a blanket if I get cold, because I always get cold in the hairdressers. So I feel like this is a really smart move. A little bit of something like this, drop it down, and voila. Outfit of the day. Trousers are theory, top is theory, trench coat is Purdy, scarf is Laura Hamnet Interiors, and then obviously my Rouge H Birkin and my little Amazon sausage dog. Don't tell me I don't do high-low lux when I've got Amazon alongside Purdy. This is one of my more bougie outfits, where everything is a little bit like higher in price point, but I think that they're really good pieces and key pieces, and so I like it. We've made it to London and I'm just in the cab to my first appointment for the day. I'm heading to Sassy Holford, and it's so interesting. I'm listening to a radio show. I don't know which radio show it is, but they're talking about influencers. I think it's like a bit of a sort of older demographic radio show, but obviously I've been doing this for 13 years and it's like, it's so interesting hearing these conversations that we were having like a decade ago still going on now. Like, what's the problem with influencers? What's the what are they going to replace? All of these kinds of things. Such an interesting thing that it's like still happening. I wish I could hear it a little bit clearer because I can't actually pick up everything that they're saying. But yes, heading for my fitting now, and I'm very excited to see what Sassy has in store for me. We have arrived to Sassy's shop on the Brompton Road, and it is all set for like rich, sumptuous autumn. The tones in here, I am loving this more like berry burgundy tone alongside black. It's got this like vampy feel to it. Oh, this tulle skirt is going to be spectacular for the festive season, that's for sure. Think about that with like diamond earrings. Oh, gorgeous. But I've also seen this coat. What a piece. Oh my goodness. But the thing that's completely stolen my heart, oh my gosh, do you remember my blue dress that I wore to Ascot? Well, they have it, if you can see it properly, in this emerald green for winter. It's giving me evergreen vibes. It's giving evergreen. I am obviously here to try on a very, very special outfit. So I'm gonna head into the changing rooms, and I've just seen it and it looks incredible. Now all I'm going to do is give you a little hint at the colour. We're going powerful, we're going vibrant, something that I've not really done before. So I've just sat down and we've gone the whole hog and cut in some little short bits. So Imi's gonna blow dry them. He wanted to do them before he did like colour and things like that, just so we can get the like length right. But oh my gosh.
Oil. Okay. It looks cute, right?
Yeah, love it.
I know you've got to adjust it.
No, I love it. I wish it stayed like this much volume all the time. So annoying.
You're not used to overfactory volume.
Yeah, but it doesn't work unless you're doing it.
Oh, really? Yeah,
like it works a bit.
I use a lot.
Yeah. Well, that was an eventful afternoon. I love my hair so much. It's got like a bit of warmth in it, a bit of like beigey gold, and I'm so happy with the like curtain bangs as well. You can't see it massively because I'm like, you don't really realise how much like London struggles for light because of how tall all the buildings are. Like you can just see it, how much how little light there is when you like are here. But yeah, I love it so, and it feels so healthy, it feels so shiny. I love it, love it, love it. I'm now en route to Jacqueline's, so I'm gonna go and chill with her for the evening. It looks like the trains are a bit of a nightmare as well. I'm gonna have to get used to these bangs, like putting them back and not putting them behind my ear. If you hate me faffing with my hair, it's gonna take some getting used to this hair, so bear with me. But yeah, I'm gonna head to hers, see how I can get home and just catch up with. Well, I left you in London having just dyed my hair brown and also having bought 2 dresses in Amelia Wickstead, picked up my outfit for an event that I'm heading to this week, and then heading on to Jacqueline. It was a whirlwind and I needed a day yesterday to fully compress. I actually spent it with my dad and it was just such a lovely day. And today I have the day to myself and I'm thinking to myself, what am I going to do with it? But I wanted to show you my hair at home. So at the moment I am trying to perfect getting a sort of blowout look. So I've been using the new GHD like Duet blow dry brush. You'll notice that sometimes my hair looks like darker and then all of a sudden it's got like this almost like multifaceted look to it, where like if I walk around you'll see that like it gets lighter, it gets brighter, it's a lot, ooh, it's a lot warmer there in the sunshine. There is how I feel like you've got a better understanding of like the colour. It's sort of like a mousy brown, kind of like a blonde was the brief. I wanted something that looked super natural, and I definitely feel like this is what we have achieved. Now I feel like it just looks like I've been on holiday and my hair has got like a little bit of a kiss from the sun. My hair feels in such better condition. I actually can't put it into words. I'm obviously like, I've changed my makeup. I'm wearing a lot more browns, a lot more warmer tones, and it's actually really fun. I am so happy. Sorry if I am feeling myself in the viewfinder, but I don't feel like, I honestly don't feel like I felt this like rejuvenated in such a long time. It feels like it's almost like this was what I wanted, but I didn't know I wanted, because I kept saying I want to go softer, and I never imagined this, and yet I feel so at home and so like, I can't actually cope with it. And I think actually in the viewfinder now, it looks a little bit darker than it does when you're like out and about. And that's the thing that I love about it. Like, it's almost got that natural highlight look to it, whereby when you go into the sun, you get like the natural tones of the hair coming out. In fact, my assistant described it really well. She was like, it's almost like the hair that you had when you were little. My assistant is also my cousin, so that's why she would know that. But yes, so I feel like I really am an autumn now. I'm so sorry, I can't stop looking at myself. And these curtain bangs, I mean, these aren't like proper curtain bangs. This is like a sort of grown out fringe look, but I'm calling them curtain bangs. Really love them. I've got my proper haircut booked in on Monday, and so I'm going to speak to my hairdresser about whether he thinks that we should like connect them a little bit more or what, but I am loving them, absolutely loving them. I found that Imi went backwards, so when Imi styles it, he goes backwards, but I have actually found that going forwards has been really like, it gives me a more natural feel and it frames my face a little bit better. And I have been using, this is what I've used on my hair this morning, the Duet blow dry wand from GHD. Now, I've used this previously, I tried using it previously and I didn't really get on with it. Now my hair is softer, it's wrapping around the barrel a lot more. My hair was already straight. My issue is time. Straightening is so much quicker, but maybe I need to put how my hair looks above how quick these things are and start getting ready earlier. But yes, it's one of those brushes that is quite hard as well, so you need to be prepared, like, because you can also get your hair cut, like, caught in these things. My hair definitely holds a lot better with it than the Dyson, which I'd be intrigued to try the Dyson on my hair now it's brown and a lot more like hydrated at the ends. But I can't believe it. I'm so happy. Who knew that all along I was gonna be like this going into autumn winter? Who knew? But I honestly, I can't stop looking at myself. And I've gone for, like, instead of eyeliner today, I've gone for like a brown smoky lash line, and I'm like, ah, my autumn heart doth singeth. But it was nerve-wracking in there. It was nerve-wracking when I was like seeing the colour and seeing it come out, and also my hair is so porous. I was just a bit like, oh my God, what have I done? What have I done? What have I done? And then we blow dried it and I went out and I was like, oh my gosh, it feels like almost like coming home. And it just feels like, it feels natural. And I think that that's like my whole vibe at the moment. For me, what it is that it feels really natural and it feels like subtle and soft. And I do feel like that's a little bit of my vibe at the moment, especially when it comes to like fashion and beauty and things like that. So yes, I think that this is going to be one of those things that like divides opinions as well. My dad didn't even notice, by the way. My dad didn't even go, oh, you've changed your hair. Not a sausage. But Ali obviously did, because I was like a lot darker than I was before, and Ali says he really likes it. In fact, he thinks that I have taken inspiration from his hair colour and just basically gone in there and said, give me my husband's hair colour, because it is very, very similar to Ali's hair colour. Anyway, so yes, I don't know, and now I'm kind of feeling like I don't want to cut my hair. Like it feels like it's like a whole new look with the long hair, and it looks so much healthier and shinier. So yeah, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Have I made a mistake? Oh my gosh. I personally don't think I have, but I'd be interested. I've been messaging my friends like, is this like one of those situations where I can't see myself, but like I love it? Why have I been so keen on being so blonde for so long when like I love this? What's wrong with me? What's going on? Can I just not see myself? So let me know in the comments down below what you think. Having a bit of a chilled weekend after a hectic week in London, and I've got another hectic week coming up. I've got my next Karen Millen collection shoot on Monday, and when I tell you there is a dress in this collection, I mean there's obviously more things in it, but there is one dress, and I truly believe that this is going to be the New Year's Eve Christmas dress of the season. You know how like last year I kind of feel like Nadine Morabi had that like square necked, oh yeah, this is like the elegant ladies dress for Christmas. It is the most sumptuous black velvet with bows, and the bows can actually be worn like on the shoulders there, but you can also wear them over like this, and it gives you the sharpest square neck I think I've ever seen. Don't mind me just pushing my hair back forwards now that I'm not showing you my neck, because you know, she's a brunette now. I'm so excited for this dress to launch. I really think that like this is going to be such a big piece, and there's so many wonderful pieces in this collection. So anyway, I've got the shoot for that. I'm getting my hair cut Monday morning, and then I'm going straight from my haircut to a shoot, because it's more of like an evening shoot. Oh my gosh, I've got my Sinead Keary event, which is like my first ever like influencer lunch that I'm hosting. I've never done this before. I've never had the confidence to, I think. And that's very much a me thing, very much my own like mind never letting me think that I'm worthy. And I actually had to have a chat with myself the other day when I was doing, I did some consulting for some luxury brands and TikTok the other day. I actually had to have a word with myself when I was sat there, and I was like, you deserve to be here. Use your voice, Lydia. You deserve to be here. You have earned your place and your seat at this table, because I'm so terrible at being like, oh gosh, you know, these people, they don't like me, that this, that and the other. And I was like, this was the first time that I utilized my self-talk like in situ, and I was just like, no, you've got 13 years experience under your belt, Lydia. Like, you have experienced the sides of this industry that so few get to experience. You have been in the trenches of this industry, and you've also been at the forefront of this industry. Your voice is important. And so I'm like really trying to hone that energy on a day-to-day basis now. So doing this with Sinead Keary for the launch of my edit with them is so exciting, and I'm really, really looking forward to it, because I've not done like a fashion event like this. I've never done this before. So yeah, I'm always so humbled as well, because it's a real thing, because I know how busy everyone is, and I know that sometimes like people can't be there because there is so many diary clashes, and life is just lifing. Like, I have such a nightmare with trying to get into London for events, but like when you host something and people come, it is just, you're just so touched. And so yes, I'm really looking forward to this. But because I've got these 2 crazy weeks, and actually we are now in silly season where it is just nuts in terms of like work and events and things like that. To be honest, my day yesterday was really chilled. I was just sitting with my dad and keeping him company. But like today, all I want to do is go antique shopping. And so I'm thinking about just going and perusing an antique shop that I've not been to for a while, and then also maybe in the same breath going and visiting my grandma. This is one of those things that I do like, it's just for me. I often just go by myself. I find antique shopping often with other people a little bit stressful. So for me, just being able to peruse, go back to different spots, have a look around, like think in my own head, like, I don't know, picture things, maybe search online and just do things on my own. So it's a bit of a like quiet time for my mind, which I take very, very seriously. Right, my outfit of the day is, oh, let me drop you down. I don't know why I popped you up there. Ooh, a little bit zoomed in. So outfit of the day, I'm starting off with my Reese sort of wide leg off-white jeans, and then this N-Peel like mini cable knit jumper. This is such a like classic staple and great layering piece for me in my wardrobe, so I wear it quite a lot. I've gone with my bespoke Emmy London, which I think she's released in a colourway, which is so exciting. So you can actually, I think, now shop these, which is amazing. And I've popped it with a Holland Cooper blazer for warmth. Just twist you around a little bit so you're facing a little bit skewer. There we go. A Holland Cooper blazer, like so. And actually, I'm going to put you here. This is so much easier if I just pop you here, isn't it? Holland Cooper blazer. This is probably my most favourite blazer that they've ever done, just because it feels like it's got really nice earthy tones in it, and it's great for styling. Elbow pads, nice long line, and then I'm thinking a jumper as well. This is a little Ralph Lauren cardigan in burgundy, And I love burgundy with like khaki and ivory. I think it works really well. So little jumper knot on there to tie it all in together. Like so. Burgundy bag. Do we lose the sausage dog? I feel like you can't see my shoes. Why can't you see my shoes? Because you're zoomed in. There we go. Yes, so shoes and bag. And I feel like this is such a lovely outfit because it's still got like all of the tones that I love in terms of like country tones, because I want to still feel like me. Do you know what I mean? But burgundy is such a great colour at this time of year, such a classic colour. I don't know why it's being touted as a trend, because it's just not a trend. All that's been done is that more things have been made in burgundy, but like, I just don't, it's so weird. Same with chocolate. Like, chocolate has always been an autumnal colour, but like this year it's like the trending colours have just gone wild. It's so odd. But anyway, love this outfit, love this look, and my hair is just kind of doing its thing, I guess. Before I head out though, I have to show you the updates downstairs. This is just a little one, but Ali has wired up the lights in the little understairs wine storage cellar, and don't worry, you won't see the top section there of the light because there will be an oak beam there. What else would be going in? So you won't actually see the light, you'll just see the softness of the light. It will also be on a dimmer so we can have it like darker, but I think it looks lighter on camera here than it actually is. It's a really nice soft light under there. So this will all be stacked with wine and wine cases and things like that. I've got another one under there as well to keep it nice and light down there. So Ali just did this before he went out with his friends. And then the bathroom is currently being replumbed, which sadly has meant we have a hole in our bathroom. I think one of the saddest things to come out of all of this is to realise how much was supposed to have been done on the last phase that we asked for that actually wasn't done, that is now costing us like having to redecorate rooms that are completely finished. But it's just always such a learning curve for us, and I'm just grateful that we're in the position that we're able to do this and sort it out and what have you. So this is all being plumbed. So at the moment it's bath here, sink here, and toilet here, but at the moment nothing much is going on in here. However, contrary to this room, if we go into the club room, we are very much, it's so funny how dark it gets down here so quickly. This was bright sunlight down here earlier. You can see, I feel like here gives you the first sort of understanding of how this will look. Now I'm framing it so that you can't see that it's not actually got the beam on top of it, because the beams that will sit on top are here. They have the most amazing joins in the middle, which will have these like, it's so incredible how they're joining the beams in the middle. The guy, Ollie, like gets my vision so much, so he makes sure that everything is done really, really well. So you can see at the moment that the beam is not going across the ceiling. We are hoping that that will be happening next week, but you can get the idea. And what I think works really well is that it almost appears like these beams are supporting this flank of the house, whereas this is the main flank to this wall here. Our house is sort of in an L shape, so you've got the main flank of the house down this way and this like behind us, and then it also juts out down here. And if you think about it, like there are rooms above this, but it just almost appears like this needed extra support. And obviously these beams are just decorative, but they really look so good. I'm over the moon, and if I want to, I can add like hops to them and things like that, which really excites me. But yes, so hopefully by the end of next week, we'll at least, if we at least have these joists up here, that would be lovely, but I would also love to see a beam up. We are also going to be upgrading our cinema system as well. We're going for a recessed screen and hopefully a recessed projector as well. Unforeseen, but I think it will be worth it in the end for the look of the room as well. So obviously I've got a lot of antiques to be sourcing. So I thought I'd just go and have a look around and have a mooch and see what they've got at the Old Flight House. And you'll know I love Sally and Michael, who own the Old Flight House. So it's just, I've not been there for ages. It's en route to my grandma's house. So it seemed like a no-brainer. I completely just changed my outfit, by the way. I felt like it was too cool for me to be dressed like that. So I went back for my usual dressage look. I've gone for Hermes riding boots, jumping boots, tan Birkin, H&M jeans, and then the same on the top as before, but without the cardigan. This feels way more me. There is literally nowhere in this car for me to put my camera, but I don't care. I have been wind swept because Ali has taken the wind defender off the car, so who knows what is going on with my hair at the moment. But we've made it to the Old Flight House. I'm so excited to have a look around. I haven't been in here for so long and I feel like I'm in all of the like decorating vibes, so let's head inside. I feel like these lamps are Sally's speciality. They are so big and so beautiful, and these are what I'm going to have in my office, probably in the games room as well. Oh, so good. I always feel like the Old Flight House has the best prices as well. Like, look at the size of this painting, and it's £245, dated and signed. I love it. And I love this as well, it's so big. Well, we are very much back in the car. There was so much that I wanted to buy. So much. Lamps, there was a like writing table that would have made such a nice console for the new games room. There was a wine bucket that Sally had in her lot that would have been perfect for like sitting on top of the bar, really beautiful and antiqued. There was mirrors, there was artwork. I may have bought two things. Okay, may have bought two things. I'm heading to my grandma's now though, so I'm gonna head off. I'm so looking forward to seeing her. This is a 100-point turn. The sun has definitely disappeared now, and the roof is very much up. But it has been a lovely, lovely day. I also met a lovely lady whilst I was in the Old Flight House, and her name was also Lydia, which was lovely. We just chatted for absolutely ages, and then I put my shopping list back in my bag. The thing that I love about shopping antiques is that it's not like you know what you're looking for half of the time. Sometimes something will just present itself and you're like, oh, that's perfect. So yeah, I think that's what makes it so exciting for me. And the reason why we're decorating our house with antiques and battered old bits and pieces of furniture is because we lived in a house that felt very, very smart and shiny and new. And I know I've spoken about this a lot, but that's not the kind of home that I envision living in. I want to live in a home that's a little bit more lived in and comfy and cozy. I don't want people to worry when they come into my house and think, oh my gosh, I've got to take my shoes off. Like, I feel like we're very much like a shoes on, as long as it's not the carpet, we're a shoes on family, and we live a shoes on life, and I'm totally okay with that. I know some people will be completely freaked out by that. I think that that is part and parcel of living in the countryside a lot of the time, is that your life inside and outside blurs somewhat, and you don't get quite so precious about the home that you live in, and then you want things, you don't want to worry about things. Like, I just don't want to spend my life worrying about shiny finishes and like expensive things. Even my expensive antiques, which I don't have a lot of, but like my Louis Vuitton trunks, like the other day I picked it up and it had a like ring mark where one of the pots had been put on it, and all that did was give it more character, and that's part of the story that I have like forged with that piece of furniture, and that will go on to be in someone else's home when I'm no longer here, and that ring mark will still be there, and it'll be part of the joy and the beauty of that piece of furniture. And so I think that is why I love it. I didn't worry, I didn't feel like panicked that I'd marked something that was so like beautiful but also so expensive. I didn't have to worry. Oh my goodness, good evening. I am so tired. What a day. I didn't even do much, but it was like such a lovely day. I went and looked around the old flight house. I bought 2 little things. I don't even know if I want to show you them, because one of them was a piece of art and the other one was a frame, tiny little frame, but it just had such nice tones and textures I couldn't resist it. Ali is just on his way back from farmhouse with his friends, and I'm on the sofa, and I'm realising that I never showed you what I bought at the auction when I was there with the Prince's Trust, because it did arrive and I haven't shown you it yet. And I definitely think that that's a new way that I think buying luxury is a really nice way to do it. I also went to see my grandma, and I was there for hours. If there is one person in my family that I am like a kindred spirit with, it is my grandma. We can sit and talk about everything. She's 89, and she's lived the most incredible life, and she is the most phenomenal woman, and yet we are literally decades apart and yet so similar. Like, we had this huge big discussion about Burberry. So I had no idea that Burberry had like 5 million followers on TikTok. And I thought, wow, because that's literally the market that Burberry are looking to appeal to. And I might be wrong on this, but I went online and I wanted to look at how they were doing as a business, and like whether this new TikTok era and their change of direction with their product, because you know how I feel about the change of direction in Burberry. I think it's really sad, just because I love a heritage brand and I loved everything that they did. So I was really fascinated and to see that they had 5 million followers on TikTok. I think I noticed that they didn't invite any UK influencers. Please let me know if I'm wrong. I know they did like celebrities and things like that to their recent show. And then their product is now so heavily sort of like urban and streetwear inspired from my own perspective. And then they've got this audience, which is TikTok. It's young, it's like cool, it's hip, it's that kind of thing. And so I went online, and it doesn't look like, from my research, that they are doing very well financially, which is awful. But both my grandma and I were literally saying that we were sharing the same opinions, that like, that's what the dogs do when Lumi goes out the cat flop. Cat flap. And we were just having this huge long discussion about what it is that we loved about Burberry and why we're sad that now it's like so different and that kind of thing. But yeah, and she just tells the best stories. We were talking a lot about like being a woman, and how often like a lot of people find being a woman something that they feel they're sort of held back by. And my grandma is like, I have never felt held back because I'm a woman. I've never felt that being a woman has made me feel or think that I'm lesser than. And I'm like, oh, just that energy that she has is just, it's honestly infectious. Whenever I go there, she always gives me something of hers, pretty much. Like, there's always something that she's thought of that I might like or whatever. And this bag is one that she's like had put to one side for a long time. And I hope it's, first of all, I want to say I hope it's okay that I show it on my channel. She bought this in the 80s, 70s or 80s, she said, from Saks Fifth Avenue. And the story was that she was there with a number of other wives of business associates of my grandpa, and there was only 2 of these bags, and she fell in love with it. She didn't buy it, and everyone came back and said, oh, Moira found this bag. And he said, well, did you buy it? And she said, no. He sent her straight back to go and buy the bag. I've tried to look into this bag and find out more information about it. I've actually got a friend looking into it now as well. So I hope that there's nothing that I'm being ignorant to here with this bag, and if I am, one thing that I will always say on my channel is that council culture, let's not go for cancel culture, let's go for council culture. I think we all learn a lot better when it is explained, things are explained calmly and like rationally to each other. And I would love to learn more, and like I said, I've Google searched the bag, I've looked into it, but I'm not sure, just because it has some like cultural artwork on it. But this is the bag. It was designed by Paloma Picasso. My grandma said it was very expensive, and she said it's been one of those pieces in her wardrobe that when she would wear it with a black gown or dress, and people were just always drawn to it. Obviously, I think it depicts geishas on the bag, and it's made of wood. It's fastened like this, and it's made of wood, so it's a real sort of really interesting evening bag. And like I said, I really hope I can show this and ask this question. To me, this is like a form of artwork, and so I understand that art is more often than not either a record of a period in time or a celebration. She kept it for me, and I wanted to share it because it's special to me, because it belonged to her, and anything that she's worn and loved and used throughout her life. She loves fashion, and she has the best story. She said that she designed a suit once, because she used to make her own clothes when they didn't have any money, and she bought a black and white houndstooth fabric tweed and made this suit. And she said that people used to literally like chase her down the street asking her where this suit was from. And then my grandpa came home one day with a picture of a Pierre Cardin advert with her suit on it. So she was like, someone must have seen me wearing that suit and then designed it for that brand, because I literally made this suit from scratch in my sewing room. And so yeah, but she just has these crazy stories of a life that's like long before mine. This bag is from that life, and so for me, it's like, as a fellow bag lover, it's lovely to have one of her things in my collection. Like I said, I've got my friend looking into this to hopefully find out more information about it. But what a lovely weekend I've had. I'm going to let the dog out to go for a wee. But if you happen to know anything about this bag or anything like that, please do let me know. I really do want to know more about it, and also understand more about it, because so far I don't know a lot. There was a piece of paper that my grandma had written, because she said, if I die, I want someone to be able to know what it is. And she says, it says on here, playwright Rafael Lopez Cambil, also known as Rafael Lopez Sanchez, first husband of Paloma Picasso, evening bag, purchased from Saks Fifth Avenue in Atlanta by me, as an item from the luxury goods company of Rafael Sanchez and Paloma Picasso. That's the information she has about it. Now, so there's one thing I've realised, is that I often tell you I'm gonna show you things and then don't show them to you. So I'm not doing that in this vlog, and I am gonna show you what I got from the old flight house. The first piece is a little sausage dog. No, yeah, it's not what we got from there. I wish we got another sausage dog from the old flight house, but we didn't. We got this piece of art which depicts a lovely little cottage and a sort of traditional like hunt scene, and I loved the tones of this. I actually love how big it is as well. It's quite long and narrow, and they're in the traditional like hunting wear as well. And it just looks quite autumnal, and I think this will go really nicely either in the bar or somewhere like that. So this is like, if you can see how big it is, it's as big as our console table, so it's a nice wall filler. And then the item here, do you want to go out, Lily? Do you want to go out? Off you go, my love, there you go. Bye. Of course, she doesn't want to use her cat flap. And then this was a bit of a random one. Honestly, there were so many things I could have bought, but I was holding off, because obviously I just want I want everything to be painted in a room when I'm buying things for it at the very least, because then I can definitely be sure on the tones. This isn't for you, my love, no matter how much you wag your tail at me. Absolutely not. Wait, hold on. I just want you to know that whenever there's a parcel around, this, it is not for you. No, off. Good boy. See, he does listen. I just thought was a lovely picture frame for putting in a little picture of something, because this is so gorgeous. Like tones wise, just a really lovely little picture in there. But then if you look at the details on this, it actually goes really nicely with those books. Look at that. It's got almost like a bronzy bit in the middle, and then a really thick, chunky frame. Just like an old photograph will be so beautiful. And it looks so lovely on the colour of our walls as well. Just something like that. Oh, I wish I had more. But it's a good one for like a gallery wall as well. One thing I want to start doing is just buying old frames so that we can put pictures in them, like photographs, and create gallery walls out of our photographs as well. And I haven't forgotten that I told you I'd show you what I bought from the Prince's Trust Lunch with an Old Bag auction as well, because it's arrived. The first thing that I put in a bid on was this cashmere Strathbury scarf, and I think this is so pretty. It matches I've never even seen it before, and it matches beautifully with all of my accessories. And I'm kind of thinking like some kind of drape like this with an outfit not too dissimilar to this, I think, with like burgundy accessories. It even looked lovely with like a black coat, black houndstooth coat. This is so nice, but obviously you can go for a bit of a traditional one as well if you wanted to, like over the shoulders. It is so glorious. I don't even know if they still sell it or when this was from, but I love this sort of just drapey cashmere vibe, especially with an ivory outfit. I think this tone of burgundy with ivory is one of my favourites. And I did pay probably more than it was worth, but this is what I mean. It's so, you kind of are happy to spend more when you know that it's going to such a good cause. And so I was really, really happy with this, and it's so soft. And I also think with like my Sinead Keary coat, in fact, oh my gosh, this is the coat from my Sinead Keary edit. And it is absolutely spectacular in terms of just like, look at the length of it, look at the shape of it, but also with a wonderful little bit of burgundy over the top. You can pop the collar out of it if you wanted to. Oh, this coat is made so gorgeously. Like, look at this. I'm sorry. This is so bougie. And I love that they've got almost like satin silk covered buttons as well. This is just elevated beyond. I might wear this tomorrow, you know. This is such a gorgeous outfit. It comes in black as well, this coat. Sorry that I can't sort you out with the scarf. I think I've got one from Amazon last year that's like a wool one, but this more drapey colour, this more drapey style, maybe not so much, but wow. This is a real power outfit. I love it so much. Very happy with that. And then the jewellery that I purchased was these two beautiful pear drop sapphire. I don't think you can see the sapphires in the light. Oh, there we go. Sapphire and diamond earrings, but these are so interesting because they're like two-tone metal. So I don't know if you can see that there. Can you see that I think they call this what do they call it? The post of the earring is gold. So interesting. But they just look, I've had these cleaned as well, but they look so pretty on. And then when they come with the matching necklace, such an elegant, like understated, but still, oh, this is so gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Love this so much. And I'll leave that one in actually, because the pendant is just as interesting because it is set in white gold and then on a yellow gold chain with a yellow gold like fastening as well. It's so, I love it because I often wear silver and yellow gold together because my rings are yellow gold, but then my rings are white gold, sorry, my watch is yellow gold. So it's nice to have something that almost like ties those together as well. So I was really happy with those, and I just love buying old things. That's what I realised, I just really love buying old things. And I wanted to show you them, and also hopefully like it might inspire others to get involved in charity auctions that do these sort of luxury charity auctions like this, because I cannot tell you how lovely it was to know that your money was just going to a good cause. So it's like going shopping, but the best kind of shopping. And so I definitely do that again. If you know of any good charity auctions, let me know. In fact, don't let me know, I don't want to know. But anyway, that was what I wanted to show you. The bits that I got from the old flight house and those bits from the Princess Trust lunch with an old bag. I cannot wait to start actually like furniture shopping for downstairs. I think that is going to be so much fun. Although I have technically started with the club chairs, but you know. But I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.